Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. We upload new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time, so please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our compilation video today. So we have an earwax removal and 2 skin peels for you today. So this is our first patient. This is our earwax removal. So you can see we've got some very dry, hardened up earwax here. Slightly more prominent at the top, so coming out a bit further from the canal there at the top portion. So we need to remove this first using the microsuction, which will then flatten out the back section there, so it allows us to get a better grip on this wax. So this patient's come through. Only problem with one side for this patient, bit of reduced hearing, intermittently sort of blocking off and opening up, so it's just where the canal was moving around this bit of wax with jaw movement, allowing a sound through and then blocking it back off again. So you can see now we've managed to get to the flatter piece at the back here. So just detaching this from the canal wall first of all, using the microsuction to bend the wax in from the sides. There we go. There we go. So you just start to see it moving now down the canal. Just going to grip on this flat front section here. Looks like it's broken away. So just get rid of that first, and then we can go back in and get the larger piece that's sitting behind it. Just trying to maneuver. You can see we've got a prominent edge here, so trying to maneuver that out first, which will allow the rest to come out. There we go. Out he comes. A little bit. Just start to see the top of the eardrum there, so a little bit of wax left at the base of the canal, quite deep. So we're just going to very carefully suction this away, and now we can see the eardrum there behind. There's a little tiny bit left in there, so we'll suction that out. You can see a little bit of scarring there to the right hand side, so a little bit of thickening of the skin to the eardrum. This is what we removed, so you can see we've got 3 pieces there. This is all one continuous piece. We've got the suction tube there just above it. So this is our second patient. This patient's come through with reduced hearing on both sides. This is a skin blockage. Patient's been using a lot of olive oil in here to try and loosen this up. Thought it was wax, but it was actually skin blockage. So what the olive oil's done is really moisturize that skin, so it's made it very wet, and it's actually detached in a long layer. So what you'll see very quickly, there you go, is it gets sucked into the machine. So it was just one blockage on the outer part of the ear canal there, all got in one go. There's the eardrum looking nice and healthy. So this is the other ear, so same patient, second ear. You can see a very similar story on this side, so this is also skin on this ear as well. So we're just going to use the suction tube just to get in here. Grab this outer section here first of all. Just start to peel that away. Out it comes. There we are. Now the ear canal at the moment looks quite open. What happens when we introduce the suction in a second is you'll see that it's there. See that whole layer of skin that is detached? It's all separated from the layer underneath. So this is all kind of dead skin, if you like, that's come away. Where they've used so much olive oil in here, it's actually started to really over moisturize the skin and loosen it from the layer underneath. So this is all just dead skin. So I'm going to switch to the fine end, because if I use the larger suction tube, this is going to make such a loud high-pitched squeaking noise in the ear as the skin gets sucked in. So we use the finer end, which just means we don't pull as much into the end of the suction machine, and allows us to get a grip on this skin here. So the aim here is to remove that dead section of skin here, so the looser bits that easily detaches from the skin underneath. So you can see a little bit here to the right side, but as I lift this, I can see that it's still quite firmly attached a bit further on. So I'm going to get rid of this dead section at the front here and just break it off at source. Just gently test the other side, and there you can see it's still quite firmly attached. So I don't want to take that away, because if you've ever had a pull of skin like next to your nail or anything like that, you know if you pull it, it'll rip all the way along, and I don't want to do that here because you could run the risk of a lot of bleeding. So this was the piece from the second ear that got sucked into the end of the tank there. The other side went straight into the tank at the front, so we didn't get to look at that piece. It's floating around in there. So this is our last patient in the compilation. much drier skin problems on this one. So what you'll see now is this looks like a piece of wax, but as we get a grip on it with a suction and pull, we can see that this is a very similar issue to the last patient you saw, but this skin has dried out. So this has been detached for some time, which is why it's got that browner, harder outside to it, whereas the other ear was the other patient, sorry, was very wet, soft skin. This is much harder skin. This patient's a little bit older, bless her, and the skin in here is really starting to dry out a little bit. So as you can see, we're using the suction tube, but it's just almost like a sleeve of skin in here that's dried out. So not really getting the grip that we need to with the suction, or a strong enough grip I should say rather, to pull this out. So I'm just maneuvering it into a position where I can try and get a grip on it with a forceps. You can see there's this kind of dead outer layer of skin there on the canal wall. So really tough old skin. When skin detaches like this, when it starts to dry, it goes very leathery and hard. You can see the softer, newer skin there underneath, and so you end up with these sort of long strips of hardened up, dried out skin. This is another piece you can see to the right hand side. You can see how easily it detaches from the skin underneath. It's such a small leading edge to it. We're not going to get a grip on that with the suction, so we're going to go in with the crocodile forceps again. Just grabbing that. Oop, just popped off the end of the forceps. And give that another pull. You'll see that coming away there. So let's get a good look at this eardrum. So what we can see now is almost like an overproduction of hard skin close to the eardrum as well. So we're going to have to be really a little bit more careful taking this centre section away. I'm going to get rid of the brown line down the centre first, and then work around the outside edges. So we're going to use the forceps and just gently get a grip on this, just lifting and peeling ever so gently. There we are. Okay, that's great, that's gone. So when we take a look again now, we can see that it looks like there's some dead skin there to the right side, a little bit at the base of the canal as well. So we're going to use the suction just to lift this dead skin. Get rid of that little bit of debris there first. You can see that dead skin. There we are, peeling away on the right hand side as well. Peeling all the way down. So we've lifted that up now. We're just going to use the crocodile forceps to get a grip on this. There we are, and slowly and gently peel that away. There we go. So this patient attended, they wear hearing aids, but they attended because their hearing had been a little bit reduced for a while, and you know, when you see what had built up over the eardrum and how thickened some of that skin was, you can see why they would have been having a bit of difficulty. So I'm just going to try and see if these are looser bits around the outside edge are going to come away easily. There we are. I'm going to leave that dry skin in the centre of the drum there, just because if I pull that, chances are it could tear a hole in that eardrum. So I'll leave that well alone. This is the second ear. Sorry, I missed it up a little bit. Patient was a bit warm by this point, so it just fogged up the end of the camera there. There you go. It's a better view of what it is. So we've got a hard piece of a mixture of sort of dry, dead skin and wax here. Large central section first of all. There you go. Let's come away there. When you look behind that, then you can see there's a ring, almost a sleeve of dead skin, as there was on the other side. So what we're going to do is get rid of that, because some of that is actually covering the drum as well. So we're just going to work from the outside edge first of all, just taking this away. There you go. As soon as we lift, you can see it coming away there. Just trying to sort of peel it away and bring it more to the centre of the canal. But as you can see, the canal's not the widest, so we're going to use the crocodile forceps now to get in and get hold of this. Just pulling kind of to the right and down the canal at the same time, just to try and peel away a chunk. There we are. You can see it started off the next layer, so we're just going to grab that one as well. There we go. So that peeled to the left and right. You can see we got a piece much further in, closer to the drum. So we're just going to start, there you go, to peel that down the canal as well. There we are. Always the key to these kind of peels here is to work down, pull it down a little bit, get a grip further on, pull it down a little bit more. So it's slowly working it off the canal walls and the drum itself. Okay, we've got to be a little bit more cautious now. We're a little bit closer to the eardrum. So just peeling from the sides, loosening it from top, bottom, sides. Slowly working this off. There you go, you can see it peeling away from the drum behind it. Right, so what we have now is a hardened piece that's in the center there of the drum. So just trying to get a grip on this with the suction first of all. Obviously the easiest way to remove this is by using suction to pull it towards you, rather than using the crocodile forceps. But if it's like this one isn't quite difficult to get a good enough grip with the suction, then we will use the forceps just to peel this way. You can see it just starting to peel away. You've got to be very careful here. You can see just struggling to get a good grip. There we go. Got it. Okay, so just taking a look in there now. There you go. There's the eardrum. You can see the skin's thickened quite a bit on there. So these are the pieces we removed in centimeters. And again, they're in inches, guys. Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already or you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.